Hello everyone, this is take 3. I've done this video 2 times already and my audio is messed up both times, and not because there's something wrong with my system or anything. The settings were off, and because in this video I'm looking at my computer screen a lot, I was not looking at my recording program to see that this was happening. So yeah, this is take 3. If you've been here with me before, thank you. Welcome back. You will have seen that I recently bought some Icelandic wool from Paradise Fibers, and it's this beautiful coloring. Our local fair this year, they have a Spinners Challenge every year, and when you do the Spinners Challenge, there is a different breed each year, and your end piece has to have at least 50% of that breed. So you spin it and then you make something with it and it gets entered. So this year is Icelandic. Next year I believe is bison. So I bought this. I've been wanting to work with Icelandic anyway, and I am spinning it. I have 56 yards actually spun up so far. I have 3 bobbins that are full, and this is just a little less than half that I still have yet to spin. I have a second video that will be coming out after this one that will be my process spinning and whatever project that I end up doing and finishing it. Now, Icelandic wool is one of those rough, coarse, itchy wools, so it's not an against the skin wool. So generally it's either for outerwear or something else. So I'm doing something else. I thought it would be a nice rug. So I do not know exactly how much yardage I'm going to get. So like I said, I have 56 yards here. I have 3 bobbins that are full, and I still have more to do. So I should get a decent amount, but I don't think I'm going to get like a ton. But since I don't know how much yardage exactly I have, that's not something we're going to be able to plug in. But we are going to do a Ravelry search and see if we can find some different patterns that might interest me that I could use to do this. So let me switch this. This is where I had the problem last time. So the first time I had no sound at all. The second time I had sound here, but as soon as I went to the screen, I had no sound. And I didn't notice it because I was looking there and not there. So here's our screen. We are going to the the advanced search in Ravelry. And I was playing with a 20-sided dice doing this, but honestly, in the first couple videos, I was finding some things that they weren't going to work with what I was doing. So we're going to kind of skip that. We're just going to look and see what is appealing that I think might work with what I'm trying to do. We're going to do knitting and crocheting both. We're going to come down here to home and click rug, because we want rug patterns. And if we type in rug up here, we will also get mug rugs, and I don't want mug rugs. Free or purchase, I don't care either way. I do want to have a photo. I want to see what it's going to look like. We're going to click on Sport, DK, worsted, and Aran. I think this is about a worsted, but even with those, I can adjust it. I can go up or down, hooks and needles. Those are close enough that I can find something there. Let's see. Now earlier I clicked single strand and that one kind of messed me up, so we're going to leave that one alone. I do not know my exact yardage, but we're going to click on some of these lower ones. We'll go up to we'll go up to 750. I don't think I'm going to end up with that much yardage, but we'll go to that one anyway. We're going to leave the colors. I'm only using one color, but sometimes there's some that'll come up that we can use. So let's see what we have now. That gives us 169 matches. It gives us 4 pages. So we're just going to glance through. That's not a whole lot to have to look through. So we're going to glance through these 4 pages and just see if I see something that kind of strikes me that might be something that would work with what I'm trying to do. I'm open for either knit or crochet. I'm kind of thinking I could do a rectangle that has like a border, like your garter stitch border or something, or the round ones that have the really decorative pretty. But with the round decorative ones, I don't know that I'd have enough yardage for some of those that are really pretty. Um, I've also seen some that are a half round that would be simple enough to do that can then sit at a door or in front of a fireplace or something. So let's see what we've got here. That looks like a wash rag or a hot pad, not a rug. But I guess if you did it big enough, it could be a rug. That is very pretty. Wouldn't work with what I have, but that is very pretty. I'll click on it just so you can see it a little bit bigger. With the little added flowers on it, that's very pretty. Okay. I am not taking my good hand spun yarn that then I have created something special with and putting it around a toilet. That is not happening. I'm sorry. Maybe if I was just doing regular old plain yarn, I can maybe say, okay, I would do that, but not with my good hand spun. That one's not happening. Alexa, stop. I've been working on this for a while. Like I said, I've recorded this twice already, and I actually need to leave the house in 15 minutes. So we're going to see how we do here. This one is... Oh, and my husband just got home. So this might actually have to wait, and I will have to finish recording this in a little bit when I get home. So we're going to stop right here. This is very pretty. And for me, it'll be a little bit. For you, it's going to be a couple seconds. Well, it has been 3 hours for me and just a matter of seconds for you. I've actually switched out my drink and have to remember where we were at. So we were looking at this reversible bath mat rug Afghan blankets. So I guess they're saying that you can do it for whatever you want. The pattern's only $2.99, so that is not bad there. They used a number of Knit Picks yarns. Worsted, a US 10.5 6.5 millimeter knitting needle, 610 to 3,400 yards, depending on what you're doing, regular, large, extra large. A new really reversible pattern in 3 sizes. Great gift and quick to knit using 2 strands of worsted weight, or try 1 strand of a bulky weight. For bath mat, use the regular or large size. It's a really pretty pattern on it. It would be a beautiful blanket. It would be a beautiful rug. That, I would say, is their little rug size there. Let's see if there's any projects. 85 projects, but how many are doing it as a rug? Oh, that's pretty. Looks like they've done it as a bath mat with wash rags. And that color is gorgeous. Oh, there's one that's been done as a rug. Very pretty. There's another one that's been done as a rug. So that one I would say is a possibility. Okay, so we're going to save this into my rugs subcategory here. Go back and look. And that one's Tunisian. I don't want to do Tunisian. If you've been here with me, you know I recently did a Tunisian. I'm not in the mood for another one. This is pretty though. See, this is one of the ones where I think that's really pretty, but I'm also worried about not having enough yarn. And that's one that stopping sooner, I just don't think is going to look as nice. Oh, they've got a bunch of different styles here, though. And each style has a different dimension to it. So it looks like you're just adding a little bit more each time. So that actually makes it a possibility. Red Heart Comfort Solids Aran weight, 220 to 800 yards. It's a crochet, of course, and it's a 15 millimeter or PQ crochet hook. $5.50 for the pattern. Let's see, a couple people have done it. I'm going to put this one in because the fact that it is in a number of different sizes, there is a possibility of that one being able to be used. Farmhouse rug. We don't see much of it, so let's see what it looks like. I actually kind of like that. It's got a really kind of rustic feel to the stitch, but also looks like it's probably very simple. Aran weight, a US 13 9mm knitting needle, 700 to 800 yards, so that's on the upper end. Easy and fast knit to make your bath special. I use pure cotton to make your wet feet feel soft, and you can safely put it into the washing machine at higher temperatures, which obviously using wool, not so much. But I'm also not planning to put this in the bathroom. Available for free. It's a free pattern. 38 projects. Let's see what some other people have done. This, and I think with the color yarn I'm using, this would look really nice too. Okay, this one actually I think is more brown or something, but in this picture has kind of a gray look, so gives me an idea there. Oh, that's pretty in the brown. Oh, they have a border to this one. They've done a garter stitch border. This was another thing that I had been thinking about in my head, was doing one with a garter stitch border to it. So I like how they've done that. So it looks like they've used the pattern that was there and the stitches that were there, but they've added their own garter stitch border. Let's see. Yep, they added a 7-stitch garter stitch border. So I'm going to save this also because of the altercation that's in it, so I remember that. And then we're going to go back and also save this. And then we're going to go to the next page and see what else we can find. Okay, the little animals are absolutely adorable. Not going to work for what I'm doing, but they are adorable. I especially love that little fox. That one is really cute. And my camera is not working, so hold on. Let's see what is going on here. Okay, I don't know what was actually going on there, but we got it back. Okay, so yeah, fox is very cute. Raccoon's in gray, but still not going to work, and not exactly the thing I'm going for. Cottage garden. Oh, that's a mosaic. So yeah, that's not going to work for me. This one's really pretty, but it looks, well, it looks small, which I guess could work. Very snowflakey though. And no pattern link. Let's see. Laundry. Okay, let's check page 3. Okay, now that's cute. Lots of baubles. Lots of baubles. But it is very cute showing the footprints on it. Footprints Bath Mat by Michelle Shea from August 2018. It's a crochet. They used Bernat Handicrafter cotton solids, worsted weight, a 5mm H hook, 700 to 800 yards. And it's a $227 US. Finished size approximately 27 by 17. Definitely could be done in one color. Don't think it's exactly what I'm wanting, but it is very cute. So I will stick it into the favorites just because that way I can add it for you guys in the description down below in case that one interests you. Let's see, what else do we have here? This one is rolled up. Let's see what it looks like. And white on white. That's making it. Oh, here's one in a color. Oh, basket weave. Okay. Cute. Don't think I'm wanting a basket weave. Okay, so now this one I have seen before. This is one that's the half circle. It's a jute. And I'm not a fringe person. Don't really care for the fringe. But it's a basic half circle. So if you know how to increase on circles, then you do a half circle instead of a full circle and just keep increasing till you hit the size that you're wanting. So that's an option. It would be really cute. This one does not actually have... they have the pattern right here. That's why. Okay, I was going to say this one didn't have a pattern because it said discontinued here. Digital pattern no longer available. But they've got basic instructions here. Okay, I'll stick it in there because I have seen this one before. I would obviously be doing it not with jute, but it's a possibility to do that half circle. This one's in jute too, and this one's a full circle and then has a little bit of edging around it, which is really cute. And again, you could, I mean, I'm not doing it in jute, and it could it could be done without the jute. And it is, the jute makes it nice if you're going to put it outside. And this one's also another one that's been discontinued. But again, this would be a basic, you're working, increasing in circles, and then you would just have to figure out the border. It looks like basically a shell border, but it has a point to it. So they've probably done either a treble or a chain right there at the top. Okay. These look like they're potentially cute. The only thing, they're done as a set. Okay, because I was going to say it's kind of hard to see the rug in that initial thumbnail. Desert Rose bath mat. That one's very pretty. Decorative circles working out. Let's see how much yardage. That's not bad. 328 to 383. Aran weight with a 5mm H hook. Pattern is available here for $279. Let's see if it actually is. Yep, it is there. So we will put it into the list. There is no projects to see ones that anybody else has done. Desert Rose Bath Mat by Hester Beebe. Okay, let's go to the last page, page 4. A corded mat. What does that say? Crochet. A crochet corded mat. So, okay, so they have actually worked the cord into it and crocheted. Okay, I know. Now it's clicking. I'm remembering how that is done, which is very cool, but that is not the not what I'm actually wanting to go for. Peachy Clean rug. I can't see it from there. It's another basket weave. What's this one? And that one's another just basic with fringe. There's another one working out. Let's see. That one's in English and French. And I do not see the pattern. Okay, one more here. This is pretty with the little eyelet to it to create the design. I like that. That could work. Diamond Rug by Julia Margaret. I know I'm not saying that right. So I'm going to say, well, let's see. Let's click off the pictures and see what it says. Published in Woolpedia website. It's crochet, worsted, 4mm G hook, 109 to 10,936 yards. See, it is a 356 for the pattern. There's a video tutorial. There are no projects on this. Let's go back to the pictures. So I'm wondering if the reason there's such a big difference in the yardage is because where we're seeing the rug, but we're also seeing a poncho and a sweater and a pillow. So the pattern might include all of these things. Not sure. The rug, I do like the design on the rug. It gives a little bit of something there without too much. I don't know how much you would see that design though with the yarn that I have. I think it might be too busy in a sense of a yarn to actually see that design. But I will stick it in to here. So now we went through all 4 pages. Let's go to my favorites and my bundles and rugs. So these are the ones that we've ended up with. I know I'm not going to do the footprint one, and I don't think I'm going to do that last one we just looked at, which would leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 possibilities here. Let's see, I think I can, yeah, I can do that. I'm going to move this one to the bottom and this one to the bottom. And then we'll put the actually, you know what? We are going to do that just so that it's all on one page right here where we can see it. So we've got the 3 rectangular ones and the 3 circular ones. And then these 2 on the other end are ones that I'm not going to use. So I want to pick one of these to use. I'm going to have to wait for myself just to see what yardage I have. To make sure, you know what, now that I did that and I lay it out here, hold on, we're doing that again. Reorder. Alexa, stop. That one is letting me know my dinner is done. Okay, now we're going to go back out here. Okay, so now it's all on the top row right here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let me know in the comments below which one of those that you like better and why. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. That way you don't have to actually remember the names of them. So I'm leaving it there for just a second. So yeah, let me know which one and why. Which one you like the best and why. And looking over at my other screen now that I'm recording on, I hope I haven't had too many things blocked as I've been doing this. So, okay. So again, this is the yarn that I'm going to be using. It is a marled yarn, and it is basically a black and gray. And it's going to be a worsted weight, and hopefully I have a whole lot of yardage. So let me know which one. I will try to remember, and once I get my yardage figured out too, and put a community poll up. So if you're subscribed to me, then that community poll will go up and you'll see it in your subscription feed. And if you're not subscribed to me, please subscribe to me. If you've enjoyed this and you're still here and you've stuck around this long, please click like and subscribe. And so I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep spinning this. I'm going to be working on this other video. So I've got a bit of spinning still to do before I get to the point of how much yardage I have. And then I will put up a poll and see which one you guys like best. But still, please, if there's one you like, even if it's not one that you think, it's just one you like, go ahead and tell me. Or if there's another pattern, if you know of another pattern that you think would look good with this yarn, even if it's not a rug, let me know. And then hopefully by next week, I will have the video out and you'll see what I've done with it. So make sure and stick around, make sure and subscribe so you know when that video comes out. I hope you guys have an amazing week, and we'll see you all again soon. Bye.